So hi, I look terrible right now. I didn't really do much video filming today, mostly because I was going around doing things most of today, but I'm actually super tired because I had massive insomnia last night and I got maybe an hour of sleep if that. But it was a good day. Despite that, I cosplayed as a Floran all day, and my costume kept falling apart on me, which kind of happens when you cosplay, but it's okay. There were a fair amount of people taking my picture. As I expected, I was one of like maybe 10 people cosplaying there, and I think that my costume, not to brag, but was probably the most elaborate one. Nobody knew who I was, but that's okay. I had a lot of people ask, and it gave me an opportunity to pimp Starbound. I still have lots of bobby pins in my hair I need to take out. Blech. But yeah, it was actually, even though I'm super tired, it was actually a really cool day. I made a bunch of new friends, and I do mean friends. Like, I talked so much to these people. Like, one girl in particular, her name is Faith, and unfortunately she lives in Canada. She flew down here for VidCon, and she's going back earlier on Sunday, but she's just like the coolest person ever. But that's what Skype's for, and Facebook and stuff. So, at least we can talk online. But yeah, she's really cool. I met some other people. Her name was Hannah, and her YouTube channel is Hanny He, and her business card is apparently a piece of a holographic puzzle. That's pretty cool. But yeah, she was really cool. Basically, she and Hannah and I were just chatting up a storm as we were in line for the signing for Mika Kitty and Ninalu. So I went. The first thing I went to today was this thing that was about just kind of YouTube tips in general. It was all kind of stuff I already knew, but it was kind of useful. And it was nice because when I raised my hand with a question, the guy was like, "Oh my god, come on stage so people can see your costume." So I got on stage, and that was kind of cool. I got to pimp my channel a little bit. Blah, I'm so tired. And then I also, after that, I ran to the Mika Kitty Nanalu meetup, which is different than the signing, because the meetup is basically, Q&A with them. Oh my god, my eyes are so bloodshot. I swear I haven't been smoking. I'm just really freaking tired. I missed some of the beginning, but I got most of it, and that was really cool. They're really cool people. They make really great videos, but they still seem to be genuinely cool people. And a lot of the stuff they touched on is stuff that's very relevant to me as well. I mean, like, getting over your social anxiety and stuff like that. And, like, my problem is, for most of my life I was very, very shy, and I, like, almost never talked to people. And then somehow, like, when I got into my 20s, I became the opposite. I became too talkative. So I'm constantly, like, struggling to moderate myself and be enthusiastic without being annoying. And sometimes I fail. And I mean, everybody has different gauges for what they consider annoying. But I try to improve reading people's body language and stuff like that to know, like, if I'm coming on too strong, stuff like that. But it's a work in progress. But anyway, so yeah, some of the stuff that they touched on was pretty cool. I'll actually include that clip at the end of this. Right now it's 10 o'clock at night, and I splurged and I paid $10 so that I would have internet for 24 hours in the hotel room. Starbucks I didn't go to because it's kind of a walk, and I didn't really want to carry my laptop all the way over there. So unfortunately the internet is really slow, even though I paid for it. So I'm currently exporting the videos that I took yesterday in Windows Movie Maker, because that's all I have on my laptop. And it's taking a while, and I'm hoping the video file isn't going to be too huge, because if it is, it's going to take forever to upload. But yeah, there was a concert going on, but I was so tired. I was just like, I came home and took off my costume, and so now I'm doing this. But anyway, yeah, so, and we chatted, blah, 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 and I became, like, really good friends with her. And it was so funny because like we just met, but it was one of those meetings where it's like you kind of feel like you've known that person your whole life. And she introduced me to some of her friends who actually she just met today or yesterday as well. So I made a whole bunch of new friends, and I would give shout outs to all of them, but I'm so tired that I can't remember anybody's name. I'm sorry. If you guys watch this video, you should comment with your channel, and I'll be like, I'll make another video and I'll be like, hey, this is the person that I met. Some of them don't have YouTube channels, they're just here for other reasons. But those that do, I'm gonna check their videos out and hopefully be able to talk to them. Because, you know, it's kind of weird, like, learning about a person by watching their vlogs is kind of weird. Like, I feel like a creeper, but at the same time, some people actually like that, which brings me to my next thing. So, oh, it's just telling me to stop. I was like, don't give me an error. I've been waiting for 20 minutes. But anyway, after the Mika Kitty thing, we were walking around the hall, and Steve Powerdraft showed up, and I introduced Hannah. I mean, not Hannah. Faith. Hannah's the girl that looks like Hermione, and she's adorable. And yeah. Anyway, I introduced them to the SPG people, and I was like, trying to get an answer from David if he wanted to go out and eat tonight. And he was just like, I don't know. Anyway, so we went off, and we were walking around the Hilton trying to find a place to eat. Faith and I were. And I saw Seth, who I had seen earlier, Seth Hendricks, who I had met a year ago at Toby Games Live, when I had come up to LA for that whole thing. And he seemed to remember me, which was kind of cool. And like, I saw him earlier around the expo hall, which, by the way, is so much smaller than what I'm used to. Like, it's bigger than, like, GamerCons, but I'm used to Anime Expo, and that thing is, like, huge. But anyway, no, it's cool, though. There's some cool stuff at the expo hall. But anyway, tangents. Anyway, so I saw Seth hanging around in the Hilton, and I didn't, you know, he was talking to some girls. I don't know if they were his friends or if they were fans or what, but I just kind of was like, carpe diem. So I went up and I was like, hey, can we chat? And he was like, okay, let me finish talking to these girls and I'll talk to you. And so then I was talking to Faith, and then I saw this awesome guy cosplaying as the promotional art Dragonborn from Skyrim. So I admit it, I squeed, and I rushed over and attacked him. No, I rushed over and like insisted on taking his picture. By the way, I'm putting all the pictures in albums, you know, VidCon 2013 day whatever, on the Facebook page. So if you want to see all the pictures, go check the Facebook page. I might put them on Tumblr as well. We'll see how tired I am. I mean, eventually I'll put them on Tumblr, but for now I'm putting them all on Facebook. But yeah, so I ran over, and it was really cool. He apparently made all of it himself, and it was like actual steel. The helmet was actual steel. Like, he knows how to do that. And they're from, I think he said like Wisconsin or something like that. But it was him and his friend, and they do this thing called the Dangerous Brew, which I guess it's like a live action thing. And they said they did like a Skyrim thing, and they did a Bioshock Infinite thing. And so I'm gonna check that out. But yeah. It was really cool. I was very impressed, super impressed with his outfit, and I was telling him, like, I want to cosplay something from Skyrim, but the problem is, like, there aren't that many unified outfits in Skyrim, and, you know, one of the big points of cosplaying is so that people will recognize you. Of course, not anyone has recognized me as the Floran, which is fine, because Starbound isn't even out yet. Although it's kind of funny, I've been getting various answers of what people think I am. Like, one guy just random on the street said that I was a crackhead. Several people said that I'm Old Greg, which is from a show that I haven't heard of before. I already forgot the title again. I'll look it up. But yeah, I've gotten like 4 or 5 actually people that thought I was Old Greg. And what else? Earth Goddess, Venus Flytrap, I guess humanoid Venus Flytrap, but yeah, basically people come up and they're like, what are you? Which kind of reminds me of the Suki Stackhouse thing in True Blood, but this video's getting long. But anyway, yeah, so I talked to Seth a little bit after that, and while I was trying to talk to him, like, people that he people he knows kept coming up, and like, it was really awkward because it was like, I don't know if I should leave or if I should wait, but he introduced me to some of them, and so I met some more cool people. I met this guy who apparently Seth has been a fan of for a long time. Keep the Heat. And Alex Negretti. Hey, just like Steve Negretti, the sound guy for Steve Power Giraffe. And this rapper who I forgot his name. I think it was like James or something. I don't know. I'm so tired. Who I got some video of also, and I'll probably upload those videos separate because those videos are kind of cool. He freestyle rapped on camera, which is awesome. I have to watch the video first and see if you can even hear it though, because it was in the Hilton lobby and it was really noisy. But I bought the CD from him for $5, and I'm not really a rap fan, but you know, he seemed really cool and I wanted to support him, and I'll give it a listen. And you know, if it's something that I really can't get, I do have friends that are into rap, so you know, maybe I'll give it to them. But I'll definitely listen to it first. You know, maybe he can turn me into a rap fan. But yeah, and then I probably was being a little bit creepy, but I kind of was like, hey, Seth, what does it take to make you be my friend? I said it slightly more eloquent than that, and he was just like, email me, we can arrange something maybe. So I don't know if that was a genuine offer or if that was just a leave me alone creepy person. But either way, that was cool, so I sent him an email. It'd be nice to know him, not just because he's friends with Tobuscus and everything else, but he does generally seem like a pretty cool guy. He kind of seemed to drop hints that if I want to get on his good side, I should watch his videos and, you know, research them for what he's interested in, which I can kind of understand, because it can be annoying to, like, repeat yourself. I personally like to learn about a person from their own lips, not, you know, like, feel like a creeper stalker person by, like, looking stuff up on them online, but at the same time, you know, I don't know what it's like. I don't know what it's like to be, constantly accosted by people that are like, I want to be your friend, so, you know, I'm not anywhere near famous, so, but yeah, that's about it, I think. Tomorrow I may go to Disneyland with Faith, because my dad has a friend who's pretty high up in the tourism thing, and she might be able to get us in for free. But we probably wouldn't go for, I don't know when we would go there though, because there's a lot of panels tomorrow as well that I really want to go to. I guess Toby is going to be doing something. Oh, by the way, yeah, I smart and I accidentally hit the stop recording button, and now I'm gonna have to re-encode this video. But anyway, yeah, it was funny to recap my story that I just told before I realized I wasn't recording. When Faith and I got up to Tessa and Shauna after waiting in line, we actually started like talking to them, like having a fairly normal conversation where, you know, I kind of expressed the maybe bizarre sentiment of one of the reasons I want to be popular is so that I can go up to people that I really admire, like them, and approach them as kind of an equal, not so much just like a creepy stalker. And I guess that's kind of weird, but I don't know. You know, it's hard to know what to say or how to act that will maybe impress them enough to think of you as you and not as like one of their adoring fans, and not like a knock on famous people, but it's totally understandable when you have so many people coming up to you, oh my god, I love you, I want to be your best friend, you know, like, it's gotta be crazy. And I feel bad for the really nice ones out there, of which, you know, basically every YouTuber I've met to date has been very nice, even the really big ones. Perhaps a little harried, because they're usually like rushing to and fro, kind of to avoid the fangirls, but they've all been very nice, and I feel bad because like they probably feel bad that they can't like spend an hour talking to every person, or they never get to leave. I know like Steve Power Giraffe has to deal with that, where they unfortunately they have to cut, you know, signings and stuff short because so many people show up. And it's like they're tired, they want to go home. But anyway, so we were having a conversation with them, and then the people in charge were like, "Oh, you need to leave after like 5." I don't think it was even 5 minutes. It was like a minute or two, and we had waited in line for like half an hour. But whatever. But it was kind of funny that happened. But yeah, Tessa and Shauna were really cool up close as well. I kind of apologized if I was annoying at their panel. A lot of the panels that I've been to at conventions throughout time that I've gone to conventions, like people will shout stuff out sometimes, and I did that a little bit, like I was trying to be funny, and I did get a couple laughs from the audience, but I was kind of the only one that shouted, and I blame I blame lack of sleep as well as just usual social awkwardness on that. But I was like, I'm sorry if I was annoying, and they're like, no, 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 and you know, I expressed that sentiment to them, and they were like, oh well, you know, that's you seem really cool already. So I was like, oh, but yeah, so I got their signatures, and they both said wow when I showed them the pictures that I drew of them, which is very nice because I feel like I did a terrible job. But and there's Tessa. I just realized I never got to ask her, like, why she always has such awesome hair. But, yeah, I think that's pretty much all I have to say for today. I'm gonna finish doing these videos and uploading them. Hopefully I will have sleep. I will, what was that weird thing on Tumblr? It was like, I will use the sleep tonight so that I can be, not so tired tomorrow, and, you know, maybe further cement my newfound friendships, and I am going to call them friendships, with some of the other YouTubers that I've met. You know, it's complicated because, yeah, I would like to find some impetus, I don't know if that's the word, whatever, some reason for them to want to collaborate with me so that I can help my channel. But I do want to get to know them as people as well, you know, like, I wouldn't want to work with them if I didn't think that they were, you know, creative and smart and funny, and like they seem like they would be cool people to be friends with. So I don't know how to go about that. It's a process. I'm learning how to schmooze without being like slimy and, you know, self-centered and stuff. But I'm gonna stop talking because I could just keep going, and I have stuff to do, and I'm really tired. But thanks for watching. Maybe I should do vlogs more often. I don't know. I kind of feel like I don't really have enough interesting things going on usually to warrant the need for vlogs. But you guys should let me know if you like me rambling about whatever. And I still don't know if I'm going to put them all on Games Over Fight, or if I'll put them on a different channel, because when I put them on a different channel, nobody watches them. But, you know, whatever. They're vlogs. Yeah. Alright, leave a comment, and I'll see you guys after Saturday, probably. I don't know if this video will be up by today. We'll see how fast I can get the internet to work. Bye. I love your faces. Oh man, I haven't even seen Sexy Phil yet. I mean, I've seen him from like afar, but I haven't like approached him yet. Oh, Lindsay Sterling! I totally forgot. And Andre Meadows. I'm sorry. Really quick. Yeah, I saw Andre Meadows again, aka Black Nerd Comedy. He's the one that I did that little review with. After GamerCon, and then I went to his channel after that, and I was like, oh my god, you're actually really big. He's really funny, and he's so personable. Like it's. I just feel like I've known him forever, and I know I feel that way about a lot of people, but it's just funny because when I saw him, I was like, Andre, he was like, hey, we hugged, whatever. And Lindsay Sterling, I didn't really talk to her too much because I wasn't even really expecting her to be there. She was actually right there next to Andre, and it was like, oh, hi, you're Lindsay Sterling, hi. I really love your Zelda video. I mean, I love all her stuff, but I really love the Zelda video where it's the ice caves and stuff. But okay, now that was it. Okay, that is all I can think of to say. And if I'm forgetting somebody that I met, I'm sorry. Blame my tiredness. Yell at me in the comments, and I'll remember you, and I'll pimp you out. All right, now goodbye forever, or until tomorrow. Yeah. Mwah. I also derped and forgot to show you this. Sorry, Dad. I'm just filming a video.